It's a rare apology. The military leader of al-Qaeda's branch in Yemen said that one of his fighters disobeyed orders and was responsible for the attack in December on a hospital attached to the defense ministry in Sana'a. Now, the suicide car bomb attack killed 52 people and injured over 160, including doctors and nurses. The attack happened shortly after working hours when a vehicle filled with explosives rammed into the ministry compound gates. Qasim al-Rimi, commander of AQAP, said in a video that the attackers were told in advance not to enter the hospital within the complex, but one fighter did. He said, quote, "Now we acknowledge our mistake and guilt. We offer our apology and condolences to the victims' families. We accept full responsibility for what happened in the hospital and will pay blood money for the victims' families." And despite the apology, al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula says they'll continue their attacks and that fighters will target any military posts and camps that, quote, "cooperate with the American drones by spying, planting chips, providing information, or offering intelligence advice." Zach, when we look at this and what's happening in Yemen, this obviously came just a few days before an American drone strike, mistakenly, that's the word that was being used, struck a wedding convoy and killed innocent people. What do you make of al-Qaeda coming out and doing this at a time when perhaps a lot of people are now looking to the U.S. and Yemen and saying, enough is enough?
I think in general, if you don't want to have to apologize for blowing up innocent people in a hospital, it's easier to avoid being put in that situation if you're not part of a network of people that kills people for political ends. But this is a really telling point about the nature, the sort of moral responsibilities that exist in warfare. Because he gets to the end of that statement, he says, "Well, we'll pay blood money for the mistake that we have made. We don't want to be seen as the type of people who blow up innocent people in hospitals." And I think, unfortunately, for the Obama administration, a lot of people, not just in the Middle East, but further east, in Pakistan in particular, see the drone warfare as this sort of totally immoral act of violence against civilians who are innocent. And the administration typically doesn't apologize for those types of strikes.
Right.
It doesn't go out and make public promises for blood money. And I think if you want to be ahead of a group like al-Qaeda in the propaganda wars like this, one, you could start by stop killing so many civilians, and two, when you do, acknowledge it and find a way to try and make amends with the community that you've wronged.